Palantir, the share price has gone crazy. Since direct listing, it once surged from a low as $8.90 to a high as $33.50, 376% gain. Many people are jumping onto this ship. They believe Palantir's share price will go to hundreds of dollars and become a Tesla in big data. Why though? What is so unique about its technology? Well, Palantir's product has fit perfectly into every stage of the data process. It integrates every tool needed in the data process and all available data seamlessly in a simple user interface. Everyone in the organization can make data-driven decisions even if you cannot write a single line of code. Also, its unique way of data integration enables your data to scale up with limited maintenance costs. When all of these come together, no more worry about wasting money on failed in-house projects, no more wasting time on integrating tools, and yes to a true data transformation, because you have a solution that can work from day one. In this video, I'm going to dive into every stage of a data process. Data acquisition, you acquire data from many different sources. Data integration and data analytics, you integrate all data for analysis. And finally, data reporting, you report your insights and turn into actions. By explaining the challenges of every stage and how Palantir provides solutions to all of them, I'm going to tell you that Palantir is a dream that comes true for every modern enterprise trying to transform its quality of decisions with big data. Nowadays, the world is awash in data, and it keeps growing. Companies need to measure and track everything. Data from sales, data from customers, data from a supply chain, data from the sensors in production lines and machines. These data tend to be collected in separate data silos. Every department keeps the data in its own database. On top of it, companies also collect data generated externally, such as from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to analyze the sentiments of potential customers. All of the data collected are not only siloed, but also come in different forms: structured data and unstructured data. Briefly speaking, structured data is most often categorized as quantitative data, and it is the type of data that most of us are used to work with. Think of data that fits neatly within fixed fields and columns in relational database and spreadsheets. Examples of structured data include names, phone number, date, address, credit card number, inventory, and more. Unstructured data is most often categorized as qualitative data, and it cannot be processed and analyzed using conventional tools and methods. Examples of unstructured data include text, video, audio, social media activity, satellite imagery, and surveillance imagery. The list goes on and on. Make it more concrete. For example, there's a product for the airline industry called Skywise. It is powered by Palantir's Foundry. It integrates data of maintenance, flight management, aircraft monitoring, safety, and more. The integration allows airlines to remove blind spots in their analysis because some part of the data being missed out. It optimizes maintenance, engineering, and flight options decision making. At the end, it can cut costs. In order to enable big data analytics for companies, we need to integrate the data. Also, we want to integrate the data in an intuitive manner that is easy for non-technical users to deploy and analyze. This brings us to the very first core feature of Palantir's product, a unique way of data integration. When we talk about data integration, we need to think about how data are classified after integration. The classification of data is called ontology. The ontology of data in Palantir's products is fundamentally different from others. When we integrate different data, we organize them in a specific manner. Traditionally, data integration platforms ingest, translate, and store information in a structured manner. Since the data storage is in an inflexible structure, whenever we want to change the classification of data, we need to change the entire scheme. You can add a new type of object or type of relationship, but it will cost you 5 separate linked tables with explanations, directions, and more. So it is really hard to maintain, and that is not what you really want from a data platform. In contrast, for Palantir, there is a generic scheme that can be applied to every organization and every implementation. Palantir's data model relies on its dynamic ontology or object-based model. It creates objects, which can be properties, media, and nodes. And then the relationships between the objects are defined. Let's bring the abstract into concrete. Every data comes from a data source. Suppose we have a meeting attendee list. John is in a list. We extract the name John from a list as an object. Since the name comes from an XLS document, we link the document with a name. Besides, we have discovered John's email from a text document. We create email for John and link the TXT to the email. Note that since name and email are both found in the XLS and TXT document, these two documents are linked with a name object. Finally, since all of these data are relevant to each other, they are put under the same umbrella. Palantir essentially applies this process to every data. This process is very expandable without much maintaining efforts. Also, the sources of data and the relationships are clear. One of the most prominent benefits is that it is extremely user-friendly for users to search data. Users do not need to write a single line of code or go through multiple steps. Simply search, and then they can jump straight into analysis without much hassle. Building on this foundation, Palantir provides an integrated set of tools that are user-friendly and perfectly linked with all data at hand. Let's look into the data analytics and reporting tools. A truly data-driven modern enterprise does not only want its data scientists to do data analysis, but it also needs workers from different domains within the organization to be able to do data analysis. They understand that domain changes the best. We want to empower them with simple data analysis tools. We want to help them devise data-driven solutions to fix problems. As explained previously, Palantir's unique approach to data integration enables convenient retrieval of data for analysis. No more complicated steps, coupled with intuitive user interface. Even non-technical users can dive right into data analysis. Built on this foundation, users can easily call the relevant data and import them into a suite of analytics tools. Let's begin the tools. Foundry Vertex. Suppose COVID-19 pandemic gets better and flight traveling resumes. As the number of flight passengers increases to a certain number, more pilots, flight attendants, food and drinks, protective gears, and so on are needed. Airlines need to conduct a what-if analysis to simulate the situation and prepare for the changes. This function can be done in Foundry Vertex. Foundry Quiver. Suppose aircraft engineers want to monitor any abnormality of aircrafts. They could create time series chart to monitor if the key parameters collected from the sensors are within normal range. They can use Foundry Quiver. Foundry Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Suppose you want to create some machine learning models to forecast, but you can't really write much code. With Foundry Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, you can simply apply templates to complete the task. In the market, there is only one similar product with this feature, that is AutoML. But even this, it is still far off from competing with Palantir's integrated suite of tools. Foundry Code Workbooks. This is more for technical users. They can write code to create analytics pipelines and let other people reuse. After an analytics process, you want to report the results. Most of the time, you want to measure some metrics based on real-time data. For example, you want to monitor whether the sales target of a regional team is met. You will want to have a dashboard that pulls in the live data and updates the sales record in real time. This is what Foundry reports can do for you. All of these analytics tools are not unique in the big data space. There are competitors like Power BI, Tableau, AutoML in each specific module. But no one has everything from data integration to data management to data analytics to reporting in one product. There's no one that can allow users to complete big data process so seamlessly. Let's take a look at an example how all of the Foundry tools are used in the airline industry.
Hi, I'm Travis Yost. I'm Director of Planning and Analytics at Allegiant Air. I've been at Allegiant Air for 4 years, and we've been on the Skywise platform for 2 years. The biggest area of opportunity that we've realized at the company has been in relation to irregular operations. We've seen both on the predictive and prognostic side that Skywise has been very accurate in terms of alerting strategies for Allegiant Air, and consequently, as a result of those alerting strategies, helping us reduce delays, cancellations, and AOG scenarios. We think the Skywise platform has the capabilities to envelope everything that an operator needs in order to be successful. We are saving no less than 1 aircraft out of service per day, largely based on predictive alerting on our A320 family aircraft, but also in relation to expediency and heightened accuracy during the troubleshooting process in reactive AOG scenarios. Allegiant has basically went full throttle into Skywise, and we have decided that we would envelope everything within our master information system, along with all of the tools that Airbus had already provided us, into the Skywise platform. So at Allegiant, it is a full push to put everything on the maintenance and operations side in the Skywise platform.
If companies were to develop this sort of big data solution with in-house developers, the upfront cost is huge. According to NTT Global Data Centers, organizations are incurring overhead expenses averaging just over $2 million a year. It is only for IT teams to lay a groundwork for digital transformation projects. More than one-third says that the major barrier is the complexity of connecting the multi-cloud services. Palantir has solved these problems. Although Palantir's product is expensive, you can be pretty sure that after you pay, the product works from day one. As Palantir's customer base expands, the better Palantir can customize the product to suit the need of each unique industry. Since digital transformation is inevitable to remain competitive in the economy, I believe Palantir will be a top choice for enterprises and become way bigger than it is now. It is just a matter of time for it to break through $100 share price. I hope my video has given you a sense of the true value proposition of Palantir and reinforced your confidence in this great company. Thanks for watching, see you next time.